Hello YouTube, this is Ted.io, and today I'm going to be making the Milestone 9 shape. As you can see, it's pretty complicated, and I have no clue how to use any of the crystal stuff, which is the layers 2 and then 1 here. I think it's just using the machine, but I never used it, so I'm going to have to figure out while I'm making it. So unlike last time, I'm going to have a time lapse where I'm making the shape. And there will be timestamps if you hover over the play section. You'll see there's different timestamps that you can go to at the bottom. Hopefully I can get that all to work. So before I start, I just want to quickly say I have now, if I show completed, if this can go away, I have completed all of this. So beforehand, I had up to here done, and I just completed all these in like 2 hours. So now I have all these still left to do, but that's not the goal today. Those are going to be future episodes. Alright, so my plan is I'm going to make the white circle first, which seems to have a pin underneath it, and then I'm just going to complete all of the next few sections. Like so, until I finish. If I need to, I'll put some text on the bottom of the screen. But besides that, let's go into the time lapse and see what's underneath this final qualification. Okay, I need to find music for my time lapse. Let's see. Time lapse music. Beautiful. Alright, let's see if there's any good stuff out there. Mix time-lapse music, Alright. And yep, I need non-copyrighted stuff. Alright. Ooh, look how many views. I wish I had that many. Well, bigger shampoo users. Kevin I know this guy.
As I'm in the midst of applying for residency right
Okay,
now,
we
wish me
don't-
luck.
I don't
Grammarly has
care.
again been
Please
a lifesaver with my
go away.
application.
Alright. You know what? I think I'll do it. Yeah. Quickly download link. Alright, hello, this is an hour after I ended the time lapse at about 50,000. This did take so long because if you calculate it all out, if these average roughly 150 a minute, which means this is a full 1,200 per minute, that means it would take eh, like 100 or so minutes to finish it all. So I'm pretty happy with this. Of course, it's not perfect. I don't know why it should be perfect, but and probably some weird lag glitch. My computer's been going off so hard. But I do want to thank you guys for the several views. Like I'm talking double digit views in my last video, which is why I'm making this one. I'm actually gonna put effort into this one instead of just making an 8-minute long video. I did not expect to get several thousands of impressions. Pretty happy about that. Anyways, let's go into how to make this shape. And of course, by the time I'm done explaining, we should have enough to finish. And see what happens when you click the unlock milestone button. Alright, anyways. So where should I start? This is the full factory here. Let's start off with the white circles. White circles, very basic. All you do is have a setup like this, where you just convert these pipes into white pipes, which what I mean by that is the purple and green colors get mixed together to make the white color. If you don't know, you basically combine red, blue, and green, that makes white. You do in these mixers about 2 per full line seems to work just fine for me, so that's what I have set up. And 4 of these extractors per line is enough for a full belt. Probably overkill. I don't care. I'd rather have overkill than underkill. Anyways, this white dye gets transferred into these painting pods where they get mixed with, where the white gets mixed in with these circles. The circles are just coming from here. Very simple. Just get extracted. Doesn't matter what color they are because they're all going to get turned white. We're only 100 away. Can you believe it? So that should be taking, or 1,000, well, 1,000 away. Should be ticking very quickly. We should get in the next 5 seconds even. Anyways, I got 2 of those. Had double production, otherwise this would have taken me like 2 hours, and I didn't want to do that. So let's move on to the other shape here. We have the weird let me quickly, on the bottom layer here we have the gray and the red, which is coming from these things. So the crystaller just works. That's what I'm calling this machine. It's actually called a crystal generator, but the crystaller. Alright, cool. The crystaller, what it does, it basically fills in the open spaces with crystal of the color you pick. And apparently you need 2 full lines of just pipe to get a full line of this color. Don't know why. I just connected 2 of these and it all worked out at the end. And what's happening to make it this shape is I get a nice full square, I cut it, and then rotate it opposite ends, and then I flip them. And that's how I get this beautiful shape here. And with all that being said, let's go on to the final and the first part I actually messed up. So I thought, alright, let me show you the shape here. So my assumption, as some could call it, not really, but my assumption is that the white circles, they need to be pinned, obviously. Let me show you why. If you look at this, you see how they're pinned up one. So the pinner just basically pins them. And what happens is they get pinned, and then they move on. Now, I assumed that if I put the blue ring underneath them, because it just fills in the open space and the pins count as open space, that it just turned blue, which it did. Problem is when they got stacked on top of each other, the blue just disappeared. And I don't know why this happened, but it did happen. So, I don't know. It's just very annoying. I had to reroute the system. And to reroute the system, all I did is I took the finished product, instead of putting it in the vortex, brought it over to where I was putting all the white circles, which is on this belt. This belt leads to this area right here, where blue paint is coming in, doing the same thing that I was doing for the red paint over here, which I literally copied it, and it just paints the section that hasn't been filled in blue. So for some reason, if there's a section already filled in with a color and you stacked it on top of it, it basically removes the toppest layer of crystal. I don't know why, but that's how that works. Maybe it needs a bug. I don't know. Uh, but I had to fix that by just rerouting, and now I have the shape. It's as simple as that, and it just goes back in the system. I need to talk about the stacking process. I kind of went over. I kind of showed you, but basically just they get stacked. Not that difficult. I did say last time I'd give you a training tutorial if enough people asked, and no one asked. But you know, I might as well just fill in some time here. Basically, you just have a stop, and you have these belt things, and they basically take squares that is being filled into the system here. Uh, if you get this nice little bar filling up, you know you're good. One of the things I didn't know was that if I actually go to Trains tab, there's two different sections here, basically an in and an out. But I tried using the shape loader instead of the fluid loader. I mean, terrible. But yeah, the fluid loader just goes over and dumps and composites. I have two trains on this belt just in case if the throughput was off, which it is because I'm not getting a full belt here, but that's just a skill issue, I guess. I could use more trains or just belt it, but honestly, I don't want to wait for this belt to work. Probably be like a good 5 minutes away. Alright, this is the big moment you all have been waiting for. What happens when I click this button? And click. Final qualification. Technology briefing. Congratulations, operator. You passed the final qualification. Continue to improve your operator letter level to complete against other operators. Now, what does this mean? I don't know. So there's my operator letter. It's level 8. As you can see, if I put these shapes in, it beautifully and magically makes the number go up. So what's the end game here? Alright, I think the end game is finishing all the tasks. Those 55 points, I can do an upgrade. Now, obviously, to do any of these upgrades, I would need 200, I think. Research, no, only 180 research points to make sure everything's at the same speed. So I'm not doing that. Could get one of these. Wire basics? Why are these locked? Are these locked because I don't have wire basics? Let's find out. Okay. Now, I don't need these quite yet, because I'm not doing a MAM, which will be coming shortly. But school is coming around tomorrow, so the next few videos are gonna be me completing all the tasks. So if you want to stick around and see how that works out, well, you can subscribe, and I'll try to post every day. That's my goal, and hopefully I can get away with it. Thanks for everyone who has watched my video. My last video, it's really motivating. How many impressions, like, it doesn't even matter how many views, just the impressions, man. Like, right now it's at 2.5K. It's crazy, man. And I didn't know I was gonna do that so quickly, but I'm glad it did. Really good motivation. And just one last thing, if you insert something on a belt on the 3rd level, then it will come out on the 3rd level, so you have to drop it. Alright, so if you want to continue the series on how I made shapes, click on the bottom left. If you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch, top left. And if you want to subscribe, all you have to do is click the icon in the bottom right and then click subscribe. Okay, that is it, guys. Thank you and bye.